gate doesn't slam. It clicks. Quiet. Clean. Final. Like it was always waiting for you. You look back once. The road is still there. The world is still there. But you're not part of it anymore. And what happens on the other side of this wall, nobody talks about. Nobody survives long enough to explain it properly. Until now. Level 1, Arrival. La Sabaneta, Venezuela. Google it later. If this doesn't keep you up at night, nothing will. The processing room smells like rust and sweat and something you can't name. A guard takes your fingerprints without looking at you. Not because he's busy, because you're already invisible to him. You're handed one thin mattress, one plastic cup, one rule. The rule isn't written anywhere. An older inmate leans close as you walk past him. He whispers it. Nunca muestres miedo. Never show fear. You nod like you understand. You don't. Not yet. The block opens up in front of you. 400 men, designed for 80. The noise hits you before the smell does. You find a corner, back wall, away from the door. You don't know why that matters yet. You sit down, you breathe, and someone across the block is already watching you. Level 2. The first week, day 2. You learn about the door. A man gets dragged out at 1:47 a.m. You count the seconds on the ceiling. Nobody moves, nobody speaks. You stop breathing for what feels like 3 minutes. By morning, his mattress is taken. His cup is gone. It's like he evaporated. Day 4, you understand the food system. There is no cafeteria, no trays, no schedule. Food comes through El Gobierno. They run the block. They run everything. No guards come inside. Let that sit with you. The inmates are the authority, the law, the consequence. Day 6, a man named Tigre sits next to you at the wall. He doesn't introduce himself. You find out his name later. He just says, "You fix things?" You say yes. He nods slowly. Good. Useless people disappear fast here. He stands up and walks away. That sentence lives in your chest for weeks. Level 3, your value. Tigre takes you to the back of Block B, behind a false wall made of broken locker doors and cardboard. A room. Inside, 4 phones, a busted radio, 2 tablets with cracked screens. These are more valuable than food. More valuable than almost anything in here, because they are the connection, the lifeline, the business. You fix the first phone using a wire stripped from a broken bunk frame. 45 minutes. Tigre watches every second. When the screen lights up, something shifts in the room. Not celebration. Recognition. You just earned your place. Over the next 10 days, you fix everything they bring you. You get a better spot to sleep. Consistent meals. A bar of soap. You didn't know soap could feel like luxury. It does now. But you're watching the room. You're learning the language of this place, not Spanish, something older. Hierarchy, debt, power, and you're becoming fluent faster than you expected. Level 4, the economy. 6 weeks in, you now understand something that shocked you. This prison has a fully functioning economy. Currency, credit, debt, trade, phone time, food portions, protection, information, drugs, favors. All of it moves. All of it has a price. And El Gobierno takes a cut of everything. Tigre starts using you differently now. Not just repairs. Encryption. Simple coded messages going out through the phones. You don't know what they say. You tell yourself that's a good thing. You tell yourself a lot of things these days. One night, a fight breaks out 3 cells away. 30 seconds. Total silence after. 1 man limping. 1 man still. By sunrise, the still man is gone. No investigation. No record. You stare at your hands. You think about the messages you encoded last night. You wonder what they said. You stop wondering. It's safer that way. Level 5. The offer. 2 months in. Tigre slides a folded paper across the floor toward you. You open it. A list. 12 names. He says you'll be watching these men, listening, reporting back. Who talks to guards. Who passes notes. Who gets private visits. He calls it observation. You know what it is. You look at the men in your block who have no role. the ones who eat once a day, the ones who sleep near the door, the ones who disappear. You fold the paper. You say yes. And just like that, you're not surviving anymore. You're complicit. The line exists. You saw it clearly. You stepped over it anyway. That's the part nobody tells you about dangerous places. It's never one dramatic moment. It's 100 small yeses. Level 6. What power feels like 3.5 months. You have a private corner now. Curtained off. Real food, twice a day. Sometimes 3 times. A percentage of the phone operation. Actual money. Your family thinks you're doing okay. You call them twice a week. You perform fine. I'm managing. Don't worry. I'm reading a lot. You're not reading. You're running books. Tracking debts. Managing who owes what to El Gobierno. You're good at it. Terrifyingly good. And that's the thing nobody warns you about. Competence in a dark system pulls you deeper into it. You're not being forced anymore. You're choosing. Every morning you wake up and you choose this, because the alternative is going back to that wall, back to invisible, back to the door, and you're not going back. Level 7, you run things now. 5 months, you don't walk the same way anymore. You noticed it yourself in a reflection from a broken mirror. Your posture changed, your jaw changed, your eyes changed most of all. El Gobierno now sends disputes to you. Not violence, calculation. Who owes what? Who gets cut off? Who gets a warning? You make decisions. Real ones. With weight. Tigre watches you sometimes. With something that looks like pride. That scares you more than the violence. Because you don't want his pride. And yet, you notice you've stopped flinching at sounds. You notice you sleep better. You notice the new intakes look at you the way you used to look at Tigre. The system is working through you now. You're not in it. You are it. Level 8. Everything gets quiet. 6 months in. Quiet in here means something is coming. Tigre stops making eye contact. A man who used to give you a nod every morning now looks at the floor. Nobody moved your things. Nothing was taken. But something shifted. You can feel it the way animals feel weather. You start keeping your own records, not for El Gobierno, for yourself. Names, transactions, dates, coded in your own system in the back pages of a Bible nobody reads. Insurance, because you know how this machine works now. Machines don't feel loyalty, they feel efficiency. The moment you cost more than you produce, the math changes. You sleep with the Bible under your mattress. You sleep light. Level 9, the drop. 6 months, 3 weeks. They come at 2 a.m, not guards, 4 men from El Gobierno. No explanation, no conversation. Your percentage, gone. Your corner, gone. Your phone, gone. Tigre finally appears in the afternoon. He sits. He's quiet for a long time. Then he tells you, one of the 12 names on that first list, his brother. He didn't know when he handed you the paper. Now he does. He doesn't threaten you. He doesn't need to. He says you still have your life. He says that's more than the math required. He walks away. You sit in the middle of a crowded block. 400 men. Designed for 80. And you have never felt more alone. Level 10. Full circle. 7 months. New intake today. You watch them come in from across the block. Young. Terrified, calculating exits that don't exist. One of them finds a corner near the back wall. He sits down, knees up, arms in, eyes down. Perfect. Somebody taught him before he came in, or instinct did. You stand up, you walk over, you sit beside him. He tenses, doesn't look at you. Smart. You say nothing for a while, then quietly, what are you useful for? He looks at you for the first time. You see it in his eyes. Not fear, not confusion. The beginning of the calculation. The same one you ran 7 months ago. And you realize something's sitting there. The gate never made you into this. No, it just showed you who you were when everything else was stripped away. And that man, that version of you, he knew exactly how to survive. The question you'll carry for the rest of your life isn't whether you made it out. It's whether the person who made it out is someone worth freeing. The block is loud. The heat is thick. And somewhere behind you, the click of a gate. Clean, quiet, final, like it was always waiting for someone new. They say the most dangerous prisons in the world are the ones with no guards inside, but that's not true. The most dangerous prison is the one you build around yourself, decision by decision, yes by yes, until the walls feel normal, until the walls feel like home. If this hit different, you already know why.